Hey, 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 good people. I just noticed that the door is open behind me, so one moment while I close it. Okay. Okay, we do not have our headphones on. Hold on one sec. We are in for some emotions today, good people. We are in for some emotions. As you know, it's Saturday. Saturday is pretty much becoming like my reaction video day, where instead of um putting together a script and or slides or some pictures and things, I mostly try to just react on Saturdays. And today or this week, I have gotten I have grown extremely tired, disappointed, saddened even at the state of Black America. Black America is cooked. We are dead. We are so cooked. It's beyond reason. Um so with that being said, good people, please like the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We are not going to spend an incredible amount of time connecting all of this to the inner storyteller in any official capacity. Today, I want to tell you how I feel about this stuff. And I also, want to do like a little bit of connection to my work, but it's so very bad that it feels to me way more appropriate to focus on how I feel about what I'm seeing in the world, and maybe if mental capacities stay as far up as possible, maybe some solutions at the end, right? But let me get my first video that we're reacting to ready. Okay, share screen and whatnot. We're going back to Instagram. Um, the first thing that I want to look at is how we are like willfully tying ourselves back from truth, tying ourselves back from goodness and harmony within the human family, even within our own Black subgroups. And obviously there's acknowledgement to the order giver class and to the contract law masters, the general manipulators of the human family. There's always going to be acknowledgement that these people come up with these schemes and use word magic to get these schemes pushed through. But of a more important acknowledgement is our lack of resistance and our lack of cognition of the pattern. We refuse to see the pattern for what it is. So let's get into the first reaction. Let me make sure that when I react to these, I have to mute. I think. Let me see. Let me test run.
Since people said it's
Oh no, I don't have to mute. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna go ahead and react to this. The first thing she said is, since people say that it's not Black culture, let me tell you what Black culture is all about. Here's what you go.
not the Black culture, let me tell you what the Black culture music promotes: sex, lust, killing each other, murder. They actually put it in their song that they killed somebody. Talk about robbery, beating cases, shooting people, taking money, making money, scamming, being promiscuous, being a baby mama, sleeping around. The music of the Black culture is trash, is garbage.
Garbage.
I don't know how you guys don't see it. Look at the influencers who are Black, who has millions of followers. What do they promote? Sex, sin, violence, killing, baby mamas, scammers. You guys how are we not aware of what we're seeing? Who's bashing the black community when literally we got eyes to see what is wrong with the community?
Right? When we got eyes to see who we are worshiping and what who we are worshiping says. When we have eyes to see in very plain, very open, loud, and direct form, the exact results, or excuse me, the exact causes of the effects or results that we see in the black community, i.e., chaos, a lot of violence, uh, over policing, a lot of these things that are influenced by the behavior that is influenced by this music. And it's not just the music, it's the music, it's also the imagery, the club culture in black neighborhoods, um, and everything, basketball culture in a lot of black neighborhoods. You you have to come with a certain vibe to really be accepted and really be, you know, yeah, wanted. And even like sports related black community, meetups and whatnot. Let's keep going.
All these celebrities are either baby mamas or sleeping around with multiple men and promoting it. The men, even worse, since people said it's not the black culture.
Okay. So that is, make this, oh no, that makes it big. My bad. Make me big. Ha ha ha. That's the first video that I wanted to react to because it's mild, but it's also
Europeans.
There we go. It's mild, but it's also sorry, I went to the second video and talk at the same time, which for me is difficult. Okay. But it also hits at the root or one of the roots. Okay. What we allow to influence us, what we praise as good influence, and what we repeat to ourselves as affirmation of good behavior matters a great deal in how free, how on top of things, how prosperous, and how successful the black community is, even financially. Right? So, um, and it influences how other races, if you will, react to black people. But let's go to a couple examples that put into perspective how we got here. Like our general disposition. Okay? This lady, she talks for a little while. I think I am going to play her whole video because her take is coming from her own lived experience, as well as if you're being honest with yourself, black people, fellow black people, she is 100% on point. So let's check out this lady's testimony.
Some people are starting to ask themselves the question, is this really political, or do black people just genuinely hate white people? I can only speak from personal experience. It is a bit anecdotal, but from what I've experienced being raised by all black people for basically my entire life is a lot of them do hate white people. There's a genuine hatred of, oh, they're flat, oh, they're ugly, oh, they wish they were like this, oh, they can't be like us, they blah, 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 yada, 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 this, that, and the third. That's genuinely how they are. It wasn't just one black family in one neighborhood that I was in. I lived with the poor black families in foster care. I lived with the rich ones that lived around the white people. I lived around the middle class ones. I was in every single black space. I mean, and it didn't change. Like if you were Mexican, you know, they kind of still said some racist stuff in the background. And some of them were like, oh yeah, you're one of the rare white girls I can like, or I like this little white girl over here. But there was still that division. Like it wasn't just, from what I experienced, they weren't just like, oh, we're all just normal people. There was always that racial division that they held deep in their heart, and they had that in their minds. They spoke on it every day.
Every day. every day. As a matter of fact, if this video blows up and gets big, it's right around the time that she started saying, and it's everywhere. They take it everywhere with them. That something probably started to defend why. Something went, oh, but the history of white people did that. Oh, you reap what you sow. Oh, that's just their karma. Oh, 400 years. Right? Not to look, not diminishing slavery or its effects in any way. But I know if this video gets a lot of views, that right there, as soon as she said, and it's in every black space, they just have this division that's just baked and caked in. Something went, yeah, but that's not our fault. That's y'all fault. So we're allowed to do that because that's not our fault. I know it did. I know it did because it showed up within my own head as a, a sort of relic of the way that I was taught to think. I know it showed up in your head. But let's continue.
Anything that happened, it wasn't, oh, did I do something wrong or what's going on? What's the situation? It was, oh, this is a racist white bitch. There's racism in America. That was the only response, and that's all that I heard. And in fact, I'm part white. So not only was I told that I wasn't Hispanic because of the color of my skin by my people and black people, but they called me white and then shamed me. So I grew up.
So she grew up hating herself. This is under the captions. It says, they made being white this terrible thing. And for a while, I actually ended up not liking or not like white people because I was bullied for allegedly being too white. Right? Which it's not a bad thing to be born from your parents. It's not a bad thing to just be born. Thank God I snapped out of it. Yeah, so liking. Yeah. I ended up not liking white people because I was bullied for allegedly being too right. Right? So she's saying she grew up hating herself due to the general attitudes of black people toward white people who were around her in her foster care upbringing and any black space that she was part of. She always felt this division. She always heard the words of division, the divisive words, the religion and philosophy of us versus them was in all of her experiences. Let's continue with what she's saying.
Hating myself, hating my features, hating everything about me. In the black community, they will tear you down to lift themselves up, but there's nothing wrong with you. And a lot of white women will go and hate their bodies because of that, or just Hispanic women that don't fit the typical stereotype body, you know? Like, again, anecdotal experience, but I never once was around a black person that just genuinely liked white people and didn't see everything as race. And they didn't go through the world looking at themselves as a victim. They were just normal people. And I know those black people exist where they're normal. They don't make everything about race. They're chill. They're just trying to survive. They're genuinely good people. And I respect you because you're just a normal person. But when I go on my page and I talk about black people, you have
right. So she's acknowledging this is not a thing that's natural. Right. The reason why it's not all black people, the reason why it's not all white people, it's not all blah, blah, blah people, it's not all women, not all men, whatever, is because it's not natural. Right. So even in this rant of like, exploring whether or not this is political or do black people genuinely hate white people and giving her take on it, she's acknowledging when she says, do black people genuinely hate white people? She's talking about people influenced and conditioned to do so that eventually in their adulthood accept that conditioning as correct and morally necessary. Right?
to understand the type of black person that I'm talking about. And I'm not going to stop because I'm not racist. It needs to be spoken and I'm never going to stop. But yeah, I have so many things to say because I was raised by black people and it was a horrific experience being around them 24/7 in different classes. You realize, damn, they take that shit everywhere with them. Not all, but the ones that I'm talking about.
And I have some semi-affluent family members. I have very affected by poverty family members. I sit somewhere in between, and I know And when I say family members, I mean that very intimately. Like this is very much, I have people in my immediates, or adjacent to my immediates. So I'm familiar with at least 3 different class tiers, financial class tiers of Black people. Black people that live in white neighborhoods, Black people that live only amongst Black and Latino or Hispanic neighborhoods, pardon me, and in between. And she's 100% on point. This general attitude of if it's Black, it's right. If it's white, it's wrong. If it's almost white, it's also wrong. If it's Black aesthetically, but speaks and or holds the position that some white people champion, it's wrong because white people champion the position. The race is above the content. The race is above the context. These people, I was one of them, right? I was one of them when I started podcasting, are the problem and are the reason why we are cooked. But we're not there yet. We haven't gotten to my explanation of why we're cooked yet. Just let's keep going with this. She's almost done.
But yeah, I experienced seeing firsthand the genuine hatred for white people. But I'm out of time, so that's all I'm going to say. Some people are starting to ask themselves.
Very, very, very good video. Let me make myself big again and prepare the next one. So she is on point, good people. She is not minimizing the struggle, the history, or did the thing. Hold on. She's not minimizing the struggle or the history or the impact that slavery, Jim Crow, discrimination, redlining, and even systematic things that impact us today have on us by saying, my experience has been that yes, Black people seem to have a genuine hatred for white people, and it doesn't necessarily change when you go into rich Black people's homes who live amongst white people, right? Magni Paris says it's not left versus right, Black versus white, or even rich versus poor. It's elitism versus humanity. It's not political. It's not racial. It's good versus evil, right? And by elitism versus humanity, I think that's exactly what they're getting at. And you can let me know if I'm wrong, Magni. But the fight is ultimately internal, because if the order giver class drums up contracts and drums up these complicated hierarchies and then gives the order, and all of us just say, well, no, that order is immoral. No, I'm not going to do it. Then there is no slavery, right? So it's good versus evil. Now let's look at some examples of where we have arrived. Where are we? Let's look at this.
In this card, the architectural. Read the index card.
There are reconciliations. I can't say that word too good, but it's reconciliations. Required extraordinary. You ain't gotta say it, I know it.
Preservation project required calories, planning and substitutional fundamental.
Vulnerable. I can't say it, but vulnerability. Vulnerable. And emotional accountability. I just can't say the words, but I know the words.
You know the words, though. Y'all can tell you know. Read the index card.
It's kind of funny, but it's not. Right? The video is funny. The state of Black America is not funny. The reality that we face is not funny. Another example on the same like wavelength, but from a different angle.
Read the word. It's in cursive. I can't read the word.
That's in cursive.
Read the word.
What the hell is that?
Read the word.
P-I...
P-I-Z.
It's pizza? Not pizza.
Pizzaya.
Piazza?
That doesn't sound like a word. That's not a word.
Pinata?
Pizza. No, that's not pizza. You're wrong.
Read the word.
P-I... Is that a Y?
Read this word.
P-I-N...
Read the word.
G-I-J...
Read the word.
P. I know it's an I.
P-I-R... P-I... That looks like an F.
What's the last letter of the alphabet?
A. Oh wait, no Y. Pia.
W-X-Y.
It's a Z?
I've never seen this type of cursive. Read the word.
Can read that shit?
Read the word.
I'm illiterate.
Read the word.
Pinata.
Read the word.
Pena. Pickup?
What do you see?
I see a lot of calligraphy.
Okay. So you get it, right? You get the point. We have a Houston. We have a problem. Okay? And it's not just literacy for literacy's sake. It's not just literacy of the written word. We have a lack of a capacity, pardon my stuttering, to understand concepts, to see patterns and develop pattern recognition along with genuine discernment. And we have no shame, right? We have no internal alarm system that allows us to really acknowledge that we have so far to go, okay? And that we have degressed instead of progressed, that we have gone backwards. And again, and I talk about on this channel a lot that the technological advancements give the impression, okay, the technological advancements that come from the very few, that come from these corporate giants, run from the very few, that where their products are designed by the very few. There's not a whole lot of actual advancement in the society, but because these technologies are mass distributed, right? Because I can have this microphone that I have no idea how it works and how to build it, how to fix it, even if it messes up. Because they're mass distributed, it gives the mental illusion that we are all progressing forward, when in fact, we are just being given more and more tools that can think for us, tell us what is true, tell us who to follow, tell us what authorities we have to listen to, and we believe those stories, including the biggest lie, which is that we are progressing with the technology. It's not true. It's not true. Now we're going to get a little darker, okay? We're probably going to make people a little upset, and that's okay. But we have to acknowledge where we are. Let me go ahead and pull up, these examples. It's not going to be easy to watch, good people, okay? But the fact is, again, we are consistently putting ourselves in situations and sort of giving ourselves permission to really act out. Let's look at this comment before I share the screen again. Pause. Justice against what is wrong doesn't come when we corrupt reality, truth, or morality. When we create falsity through false authority, injustice will reign supreme. Very true. Very, very true. All right, so we're just going to look at a couple examples again of where we are. This is where we are, and it's not going to be pretty. There might be some cuss words, please excuse. Let's check it out.
Fuck you thought? Bitch, I'm there for 45 minutes playing with your ass, and now you gonna give me something? Bitch, you got me fucked up. Standing on shit, stop playing with me. Bitch, get this shit. The fuck you thought? Starting over, hoe. Go.
It's hard for me to watch.
Come get it. What? You can give me some bags, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do around this bitch. What the fuck? What y'all want? What you want?
So if you can't tell, she's asking her children or children that are with her, what do you want? And she's not, it doesn't seem like she's going to pay for it. what happened is her kid was playing in the store and messing the store up. And this is her reaction.
Touch your kid, I'm gonna fuck you up. What the fuck you want?
Now, you may think, right? You may think, okay, well, that's just one example. Let's keep going.
Got it all recording.
I don't talk about none of that shit. Fuck you.
You got anger issues.
Fuck you.
You need help. I'm calling the cops.
All of them, like, don't. What is she talking about? I don't give a about none of that.
And I don't.
What is she talking about?
Oh, she threw one right at him. And I don't show these videos to be like, you know, we shouldn't be treated as human beings, right? I'm just reminding those who may have a knee-jerk reaction to defend all Black people at all times that, well, no, there are genuine concerns that these other races have in regards to how we behave sometimes in public.
That's assault.
I honestly don't know what's worse, the fact that so many people apparently think it's okay to act this way, or the fact that as a society we've been told that there's nothing that we can do about it. So this
Right. Let's keep going. And you know, the worst part about this video is that this is a smoke shop. So you're not even going there to get things that you can, you know, like Robin Hood. You're not going to the Jared store and stealing from the like the De Beers of the diamond oligarchies and, you know, trading that in for cash and spreading wealth into the neighborhood so you can improve the state of the neighborhood and get all our kids educated and fed good food and organic food and, you know, provide opportunities. No, you're in the smoke shop stealing things that you're going to use yourself, most likely, you and the homies. And it's for young, beautiful women throwing their lives away because of the stories that they tell themselves about what it means to be young and Black in hood. Let's keep going.
Look, now look. Hold on. Do you know who he is?
No English.
Look, you about to find out. At the end of the day, get your hat.
Oh.
Get your hat.
Get your goddamn hat.
Go that way for have my boy do something.
Okay. They going up there.
Look, now look. Hold on.
So what? So what was the goal? Right? Let's keep going.
Everybody dance! 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 Dance!
It's hard to watch, right? It's hard to watch because it's like, okay, this could be completely innocent activity, right? But I mean, obviously not with airsoft. That hurts. But you know, let's say it was like water squirt guns or something like that. It still doesn't sit right because we know what the it's funny, this usual suspect. I'm gonna scroll down from this usual suspects thing because I just don't want to accidentally play into another part of the race war where we're talking about Black fatigue and all of this. But regardless, this activity where you might bring up something that you're kind of playing around, the mom comes outside, she's trying to close the door, and you don't stop for 1 second. And like there's a lot to unpack with this video. The point is, it's not a completely innocent video, and you can see what it is a reinforcement that this is how we are supposed to behave from slightly older children to slightly younger children, right? And no care, no regard at all when the mom comes outside and she's trying to like close the door, and she's being nice and she's not worried about, regardless. Very, very sad.
Are you the old lady right there, huh?
I showed it twice because I didn't understand what the hit was for the first time. The hit was because his leg was slightly leaned out into the aisle while he was resting. So instead of "excuse me, sir," or just "excuse me" in general, it's "I'm going to bully you and show that I have no remorse when I do my bullying." Let's keep going, because the reason why we're going through all of these examples back to back is because we're leading up to the Carmelo Anthony sentencing response. But this is like the current state, right? This is from 2025, last year.
Can I get a pack of Capri Ones when you make that long? I'm good. 19.
Good smoke.
Keeps on shooting. Right? Let me get off of this video for YouTube's sake. Pause this one. What happened? What happened seems like that might have been his girl that was in line first. She asked for what she wanted. She paid for it. And he came up, slightly behind her and handed his cash to the cashier. And, I guess dude thought he was too close to his girl, or thought that he might have been rushing her or whatever. And so you don't deserve to live. Like, you don't deserve for your family members to enjoy your company. You don't deserve to have your family members not be traumatized by your sudden passing. And I don't deserve anything because, I see myself as worthless. I hate myself. So I don't care if I go to jail, because I'm going to defend her honor by murdering you because you went to pay for your stuff faster than I wanted you to, or whatever reason. Let's keep going.
One more time, bro. Let's go.
So you see what's about to happen. It's very sad. We're going to watch it happen, because we're not going to sugarcoat. We are not going to sugarcoat how we act in public, leading up to the response to the Carmelo Anthony sentencing.
2 times today, I'm good.
Okay? The reason why you couldn't understand what the first boy was saying is because he is special ed. He has a condition that, I don't know if it's Down syndrome, and looks like they don't have it in the comments, but he's a handicapped person. Okay?
Man. See, that's what you get because you don't want to fight. That's what you get because you don't want to fight.
Right? This is not normal bullying. Bullying already sucks, but this is just beyond. Right? And what he said to him was, "This is what you get because you don't want to fight." So I think there might have been one more I wanted to. Yeah, there's a couple more that I wanted to show, so hold on. We ain't done yet. Let's go back to school. And school is important because this is where we receive the conditioning that leads to these results. Okay? This is where we receive the conditioning from our peers, and this is where we receive the conditioning from the system, the punitive system.
I'm not even Daniel! What was you talking about? Daniel! Fucking get smart with me. I didn't get straight up. Daniel! I thought she said that I was getting smart.
How old is this woman? Like, before you even hit, why are you even speaking to this woman in this manner? Where is your mom? Right? But just like complete, she's slightly turned away from her. She's obviously scared out of her wits, doesn't know what this person is going to do. Right? She's in her classroom trying to teach her lessons and is struck in the face by one of her students, who then says, Daniel, what was you talking about? Don't get smart. Daniel, fucking get smart with me. Right? That's not defending your honor in the slightest. Let's keep going. Damn! Do y'all hear the students in the background laughing? What did he do? Like, what did he do? Damn! Okay, let's keep going. 180 days. 2 girls under the age of 9. 180 days. Okay. Oh, is this my homie? This is shout out my man Freddie. Long time no see. Hit my phone, good brother. Hit my phone. I'm talking about right now the state of Black America being cooked. We cooked, bro. We are cooked. And I'm tired of seeing it, and I'm angry. And 180 days in jail for raping 2 girls under the age of 9. All charges will be erased from his criminal record if he successfully completes his probation. A 20-year-old, Muhammad Bakari Shea.
You playing hero, you getting your back suit, bro.
No problem. Yes, don't listen. What happened?
This is how we act in public.
Get away! Give me my money! Give me my motherfucking money! Give me my money!
This is how we act.
For a simple fact, we are black.
It has nothing to do with race, man. We have 2 people that are right now caused by an accident.
Because she passed on it.
Okay.
That has nothing to do with me and my brother.
Okay,
we were not speeding. What do you not understand?
You know what the speed limit is over here?
Yes, it's 55. We were going 60.
Okay.
It's not my problem that she wanted to be a and try to beat us. Okay. That's not my problem. Okay. You placing me under arrest for something that we did not do. We have digital dashes, bro.
You don't have to yell at me.
I have to because you don't understand.
Okay, so here's what is going to happen.
No, I'm not. Okay. You're not placing me under arrest or anything.
Okay, sorry.
for a simple fact, we are black.
Out of your mind.
And you're out of your mind.
Give me my fucking money right now.
Go ahead, get your money. Crystal!
Give me my money right now.
Hey, I'm not the one.
You're fucking about to cross the
I'm
line.
not the
Give me
one.
the fucking
I'm
money
not the
now.
one.
Babe, don't say anything else.
I'm not the one.
Give me my money
Please
right
keep
now.
recording me. I don't care. Crystal!
Give me my money right now.
Sir, I'm not going to give you your money.
I'm gonna call the cops.
Go ahead, call it.
Give me my fucking money
Go
now.
ahead.
Give me my money back, ma'am.
Call the motherfucking
Give
police.
me my change.
What's up,
babe?
What's up,
Give me
babe?
my
What's
fucking
Give us
money.
our
What's up,
money.
fucking
What's
pig?
up? I wish you would.
Give me our
Give me my
change.
fucking
I
money,
wish
you
you would.
stupid fucking
Come on.
pig.
Come on, pig.
Babe.
You look at the color.
Give us our change.
You
call it?
fucking bitch.
You call it?
What the fuck are you?
Give us our change. Are you refusing to give us our change?
This is how we act. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that lady. So, my man Freddie just commented, and he said he saw that video. He saw I guess he saw the whole thing. A family's two people. The cops at the beginning of that video said 2 people are dead right now. The one that the younger black lady is basically yelling, saying, "I'm not under arrest. You're not putting me under arrest. I didn't do anything because I was going 60 and a 55, and they tried to pass me, and that's why they're dead." Right? Which, I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know the traffic infraction part of this case, but the lack of remorse for people who have died. They don't, their families live in the aftermath of that right now.
Call the motherfucking police.
Are you really refusing to give us our change? Look at your
You're fucking stealing.
Do you work here, ma'am?
Give me my fucking money.
Give us our change.
Call the motherfucking police.
Give us
Call the
our
police right
change,
now.
ma'am.
Call the police right now.
Give us our change, ma'am. You are holding our change.
Right now.
Okay? I think this is the last one right here.
Fuck, them niggas geek. Fuck, they tear fool our shit. Damn. Tear fool our shit. Damn. They tear fool our shit.
It's the bomb.
Pants hanging down, holding the camera. I get emotional. Good people, because we will see stuff like this. Right? We will see stuff like this. This example.
Give it to him, baby. Go, girl. Now do it quick. There you go.
Okay? I get emotional because I should get emotional. Because you should get emotional. Okay? If you support the prosperity of Black America, this should make you mad. And it's not, and again, this is not about being right about something. It's definitely not about some left versus right politics, some sort of, I'm not being divisive. All I'm doing is showing you camera footage. I'm just showing you what's caught on camera of us acting out in public. Right? Now, it doesn't mean cops are not racist. It doesn't mean lawyers are not racist and judges are not racist and bankers are not racist. Plenty of them are. But it does mean that we have a problem that we have to solve and that we are solely responsible for solving ourselves. And now, so let's go ahead and get into the response to Carmelo Anthony being sentenced to 35 years for stabbing Austin Metcalf in the heart at a track meet after deliberately walking to stand under the rival team's tent and body cams and cell phone footage, and it's looking bad. yeah. One of the complaints that Black America always has, the cops be deleting their body cam footage. Well, every time it shows, not every time, Not every time. I do not support the police. I do not support the military. But we make ourselves look bad a lot, way too much. Way too much. And we have a cultural problem that we have to address. Now, let's get into the response to the Carmelo Anthony thing, because it's just exemplary of the state of Black America and why we are so cooked beyond everything else I just showed you.
Justice for Carmelo, but we do not promote violence.
For Carmelo, right?
Yeah. Justice for Carmelo. I would have stabbed that nigga too.
Why?
No, we don't promote violence.
He said, I would have stabbed that nigga too.
Fuck.
Man, free Carmelo. Straight up. Straight up. I don't give a fuck about no white lies.
White people are great. Justice for Carmelo.
I don't have an opinion here.
Just like Carmelo was doing. I'm glad you just said that.
Justice for Carmelo. We do not yell. We speak very calm and nicely to people.
The first thing he just said, this person right here, F white lives. This is just in response to Carmelo's sentencing, by the way. Right?
Saying that because y'all want to play these games.
No, like he didn't mean it like that. He doesn't. We don't have to be that aggressive. Like, man, justice for Carmelo Anthony, man. Y'all making this so hard. Who put that in the video? Shit.
You ain't gonna do shit. I'm dancing. You ain't gonna do shit. I'm dancing. You ain't gonna do shit. I'm dancing.
All right, I'm done. Nope, I can't support it no more. All right, look. Nope, I don't care about the justice for Carmelo. All right, hey, I said it. I don't care. It is what it is. This is horrible to watch. He definitely deserves justice for, getting told to leave and then, getting pushed or whatever the case may have been, where he just so happened to pull out his knife and, unalived somebody, He definitely should be fucking free for that, because that makes a lot of fucking sense. If people can just get pushed and then they pull out their knives and they, unalive somebody for that. Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense. So justice for Carmelo Anthony. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the entire fuck out of here.
This is absolutely
different video. Hold on. I gotta find the next one. But it's sad. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Here we go. All right, so Black America is angry at the justice system, rightfully, but is using that anger in this specific case, similar to the George Floyd case, in the completely wrong way. And it's because we are so cooked mentally. We have no mental capacity, again, for acknowledging truth, being held accountable, or anything that matters in life. Check it out.
Some of the black people that got struck because one of the guys said, I don't know if I can put a brother in jail.
That's what.
Right? 600 jurors, and this one says they still couldn't get one black person on the jury. Right? And that's true. There were no quote unquote African Americans, indigenous, Negro, if you will, on the jury, but it wasn't an all white jury. There were Indians and Hispanic or Latino people on the jury. But basically, 600 potential jurors narrowed down to the 12 or whatever that he got. Not one black person. Black people who were potential jurors were saying things like they don't know if they can convict a black person of murder, even if he is guilty of murder. Right? And again, some of the apprehension is deserved. Some of the apprehension to participate in the legal system that has been wrongfully targeting black people in that well-documented history is earned, is correct. But look at what he said. Look at what he says, right? He says, oh, some of the black jurors were saying that they don't want to convict the black person. Here's what he says they should have done.
My nigga, lie against
I ain't saying lie, but
And then somebody else on the show is like, well, I ain't saying lie, but but I'm okay with that. I'm good if you talking about lying. Basically saying that, oh, well, you should go on, you should not say that so that you could be put on the jury and then be dishonest while doing that role.
Lie to these people.
And it's stuff like this is the reason why a lot of races do not trust black people. And let me explain to you guys what I mean by that. As you can probably see from the video, you guys, we have a group of podcasters, and they're saying that they needed more black jurors on this case so Carmelo Anthony could be freed. One of them mentioned saying that one of their friends or a black person that they know said that they couldn't be on the juror because they didn't want to convict a young black man for murder. And his response to that was saying, nigga, just lie. And see, this is why I do what I do and I say what I say, because if I don't, then who will? We have a black person saying that I don't want to convict a young black man because I know he's guilty. I know from the depths of my heart he's guilty. But you're saying as another black man, we have to get back at white people, so lie. There's a growing narrative that the reason why Carmelo Anthony was put in jail is because his jury was all white. One, his jury was not all white. That's the first part. His jury was made up of white people, Muslims, and Indians. And secondly, if the jury was majority black, then he would have been let go, not because he was innocent, because of the color of his skin. It is very obvious that there's a growing majority of African Americans that only make decisions based off of the color of their skin.
That's the point. That's the point. I remember the Kamala Harris versus Trump race, right? And obviously, fuck Trump, fuck Kamala, fuck everybody. But I remember the I'm voting for anybody black campaign. I remember the news that George Floyd had a Walmart receipt worth of a record, and within that record were violent crimes against our own people, okay, against people who, if it was your grandma, you would have a problem with him, who were like, yeah, but no, but because he died in police custody, white people should pay for that, basically. I remember going through my awakening out of blind obedience to this race war and having conversations with immediate family members like, yeah, but no, but you work with white people every day, and none of these white people who you work with are catching any of this hell from your mouth that you give people on TV screens that can't respond to you, or that you give people, in like private conversations, you spewing all this hatred towards the general existence of people with peachy skin, and justify it to yourself based on falsities. But then you go and you work with people who have no problem with you because of your skin color. You go to work every single day with a bunch of people who have absolutely no problem with you for your skin color, and who go to work with you. But when they get home and they're in their private conversations, they are likely, by numbers, by statistics, not engaging in this blatantly racist hatred towards you. I remember all of that. And this pattern is so apparent. That first video that I showed of that lady, half Mexican, half white lady, talking about how it doesn't matter if you're in a rich black household, if you're in a poor black household, or if you're in a black household that's somewhere in the middle. Most of the time, if you are in a household and they are not, extremely spiritually aligned people with truth, spiritually aligned with truth, then all you're going to hear about all day is how white people have negatively affected us. Victim mentality. And it's a sad state of affairs. Let's keep going.
It doesn't matter if you're right. It doesn't matter if you're wrong. All that matters is if you're black or white. And if you're not black,
you're wrong.
If you're not black, then you're not on the right side. And then once again, you guys, what does that say to other races? Like, of course, black people are always going to be a part of jury duty. But what if other races see that a lot of other black people make decisions not based off of sound and proper critical thinking skills, but based off of race? They won't trust us. I keep on trying to tell people, it does not matter what you do as an individual. It matters what the group of individuals do.
And he's not talking, you know, that sentiment can be misconstrued to, you know, outside of the context of this video. But it's true within the context of this video. In the justice system, or in any system that tries to hold people accountable to their actions, we are required to act in good faith. And when we don't act in good faith, then it's not the other race's fault for not trusting that we are going to act in good faith. That's a group thing, not just a, oh, but if it was me, I would be honest type of thing, right? Or I've never assaulted somebody in the store. I've never messed up somebody's store. My kid doesn't do that. My brother doesn't do that. My son doesn't do that. That's not the thing. We have to come together as a unit and find some unity, and not unify over basketball, celebrity worship, drugs, violence, and being uneducated by choice. We should not unify over those things. We should unify over the fact that we want to create a world with less slavery and more freedom for all people. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing my Martin Luther King. I'm doing this video wearing a Martin Luther King Jr. quote, right? No one is free until we are all free. Pardon me. The green lettering was hard to read off of the screen. I should have just looked down. Regardless, it's pretty ironic. I didn't plan that. I didn't plan to have my MLK quote on while doing this video, but our reputation is tarnished. It's cooked. And it's by our own hand. And if you go into the comment sections, if you go into the you look at the general response to what happened to Austin Metcalf in this Carmelo case, you see this problem that I'm speaking of, which is a lack of accountability and a lack of understanding of what actually happens in life. And it's very unfortunate. Again, you know, today we are pulling on heartstrings. Today we are not engaged in worshiping everything black people do because black people are black and white people have this history or whatever. It's not what we're doing today. Today we are being truthful, we are being intellectually consistent, and we are talking about the issues that black people are perpetuating by our own hand. Because today we are talking black people, black America is cooked. And I do appreciate you guys rocking with me. This was not an easy video to make. And obviously, as the first lady that I showed said herself, this isn't about all black people, right? But there are certain aspects of black culture, or just in certain aspects to life in general, to karma, to the way that the universe is built, to the way that nature works, that calls for a collective correction to a collective problem. Okay? And abdicating responsibility to the government, abdicating responsibility to the teachers, abdicating responsibility to the other parents that aren't you, abdicating the responsibility to anyone else but yourself is the root of the problem. You taking responsibility for not only your own contributions, but also the rhetoric that you enable around you, where you stay silent and where you choose to act and speak up, matters a great deal in if we are going to cross the finish line into not being perceived as less than by other races. If we are going to cross the finish line into not being so chaotic and violent among our own. If we're going to cross these finish lines, that's going to require real collective correction. Good people. And with that, I thank you so very much for tuning in to today's episode. I think I had the most live viewers that I've ever had on this episode. Love it. I love Saturdays, for that reason. If you are here, please know you are in for some real conversations about natural law, religion, the good, the bad, the ugly. We talk about money. We talk about anarchy, culture, and how mankind is manipulated from the shadows by groups of people that do not have our best interests at heart. Yeah, for sure. For sure. What up, brother? My man said, yo, thanks for the thanks for the courageous take on this. Saw your short the other day on it. Yeah, man. Um, Also, we are not bashing faith systems here. We do not subscribe to a religion, but we do not call people stupid for subscribing to religions. We are simply examining the psychological affects and effects of the stories we have the most faith in and how those stories help shape society. And of course, that examination has to sit right alongside an honest look at the current human condition, which is slavery. Government is slavery. And the question we have to keep coming back to is what can actually be improved with a proper understanding of the inner storyteller and how it works? And if any of that makes you uneasy, if any of that makes you angry or uncomfortable in any way, please understand that you are encouraged to stay, but welcome to leave at any time, only after you like the video. So please like the video, guys. Like it, share it, comment at least 6 words, especially on the replay. When you engage in the replay, it gives the algorithm even more signal to push the video out. So, help a brother out. And I think even while I'm live, you can click out of the live chat and comment, but I might not be fully accurate. I'll have to try that next time I'm catching somebody's show live. But anyway, today is Saturday, so you will not see me tomorrow. I will be back pronto on Monday, and I look forward to seeing you all in the comments. Peace and love.